Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, now it is clear.
Okay. So my question is very simple, yet it is very common. And actually, as we are human beings, we work somewhere or other. So definitely we work with people. There are colleagues sometimes. There are subordinate, or they may be your boss or senior officers. But sometimes we are very much close to some of them. So they become, or you can say, we have very close or intimated relationship with some of the people. They become our best friend, or some of our best friends. So what do you think means the friends which we make in our childhood, they are our best friend, or sometimes we make our friends in our working age, they are our best friend, or you can make, or we can make our best friend in any of our age. What do you think? What is your opinion about it?
Yeah, okay. So here is the thing. We cannot say like that is best and this is best. It depends on the situation and the things. Why I'm telling this one? Uh, yeah, I mean, childhood days means that is the best. Best means like, again, the phase was different because no burdens, no. Uh, only thing is just playing and spending time with friends. So we don't know anything other than that time. So we feel like that is the best period. Okay, because so if you take now, like now the age is matured age, so we know like what is what, and the family and outside, and so what happens like the people whoever we meet right now, they are also very close, and this again it's a complete two different uh, with things. We cannot combine these things. That's what I feel. But if you ask me which one is the phase, it depends on the person to person, it varies. Of course, if I ask anyone, they say like, oh, childhood days, who used to play. Again, that is correct, 100% correct, because we don't know anything other than just playing
fun? Yes.
fun. Now the situation is completely different, 100% different. But if you ask me, even if we meet friends right now, the childhood friend, definitely the feeling is different. Okay, because we recollect all those things, and we spend more time that time. Like, if you take like, college means like, intermediate also, even that is like 15 years, right? So in any company nowadays, like if you take like job wise, so normally what happens, we don't work those many years in one company. The time also very less. Maybe 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Limited compared to that period. And that time, our mindset is completely different that time. Completely different means like those are best and these are not best or these are best, and because again it depends on like when we have any based on the situations also. Suppose if I have some issue, whoever help in the critical times, that we feel sometimes like they are our close friends and close to our heart, and I mean, that's also changes in, I mean, time to time. Example, somebody helped me like in 5 years back. We cannot expect the same person to do same thing now, because of like maybe I mean that guy or that person has like a different situation at that time. You know what I'm saying?
I
We cannot
understand. Yes.
expect, because I go by the time and the situation. You know what I'm saying?
I
I
understand.
don't expect more and less, or like I mean, if I can do something, I will do. If not, not. But I mean, if, if they expect more, it's not in our hand. Okay. Example, I mean, maybe it is silly, but example I'm giving, like, example, if I helped one of my friend like 1 2 years back, even though for small issue, I went there and I visited their place, and I mean, so many things. Now, today he has some problem, and at the same time I have some other commitment for in my family, like my daughter or my wife or something. Then I may not be attend that one because of like, I mean, again the priorities are different, right? Example, I have to take my daughter to some exam. So
Right.
even that person should not think like, okay, basically, we should not have any expectations. That's what I mean to say. Plain and open, that's it.
Actually, yes.
May- maybe whatever I said, maybe it's not, acceptable to you, but that is my thought and vision, that's it.
No, no, I do agree with you to some extent or to a great extent. But what I think actually, even today, if I just means analyze my life, I am 55-year-old. Of course, I was in a school, then I was in a university, then I went to a college and all. When I analyze everything, still I find that means the friendship I had in my school, that is still means very much intimated even today. Means some of my friends, uh, they are now in different field. One of my friend is a shopkeeper these days, and the another one is an engineer in a government department, and I am here, I have been teaching. But still, when we meet together in any occasion, we really means become so emotional or so intimated, and we recollect those days. So definitely, even today, if we need help, any kind of help, then we definitely seek means one another's help. That, and we are sure that I am going to be helped from him or from him, even because actually that friendship we had that time, that was means free from any selfishness or like this, means that was pure by heart. But when we grow old, actually definitely we have lot of liabilities, responsibilities, and we are, limited to our family. And it still means, of course, it has its own, problems, that we cannot have friendship in that age. New friendship I am talking about. We have friendship, but that kind of friendship, it is not possible these days, because we are very much matured. We know these are our priorities, not friendship. We have to take care of our family, daughter, whatever. So it is a friendship, but not that much intimated which I had in my school time. That just I, because these days we have professional, relationship instead of friendship.
I mean, again, Subodhi, one can have like anytime, okay, friend, anytime. There is no limit or like age or anything. It depends on the person's feelings and. But again, already we discussed the same point. But the same thing, whatever you said, that I told same thing. Because again, yes, the time, the situation completely it was different. Okay, we cannot compare at all because we have so many things right now in our life to lead. I mean, I agree. I mean, when we meet, that's why they do some get-togethers, right? Like once in 5 years, 10 years, depends on their availability. I totally agree. When they meet at that time, they recollect everything. Even in phones also, they recollect and they talk to each other. And I mean, I totally agree. But why I'm telling these things, I'm very, 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 very practical person, Noji. Not like, I mean, because, example, I will tell you, but example, I have so many friends in India, I agree. If I go to my place, they come and they discuss, they will spend like days and days. But, I mean, the problem is what I'm saying. Now I'm here, if I need anything, they cannot come here and do anything. I agree. If I go there, if I have any issue or if anything, they come like they do whatever. I mean, that doesn't mean like I cannot rely on those people right now because wherever I'm staying, based on that, I have to move. Tell me, even for you, Shruti, one thing I will tell you, you have like 100 people in your village. Okay, you move to some other place for job purpose, whatever. Okay, so what happens? You make some friends near to your place, like wherever you are staying right now. Okay, if you need any help or anything, anything, uh, you become some friends, good friends of whoever is neighbors because it's like your what we call a niceum and your character. That is your character. Wherever you go, you make friends. Let us say. So in that case, what happens? We cannot distinguish. Like okay, he was my. I mean, the childhood friend is very good. This friend is not good. It's not like the time or duration. That's what I mean to say. It's depends on like I'm not saying like okay if they help then only that becomes like good friendship. I'm not saying that. Okay, it's not about like that because it depends on the ideology between two persons. You know, like if you say something, your ideology is different. Example, my ideology matches your ideology. Okay, then what happens? End of the day, they become good friends because the thoughts are equal. I mean, same. That's why we tell in India, right? Whoever drinks, they become very close. Those two it's here the ideology also should match to become friends and then only they can sustain long term. Even in family also, right, Subodhi, if wife and husband, as long as their thoughts are, I mean, never be equal. That we have to agree. Any two persons. Okay, but we have to manage and track. Okay, if something goes wrong, then they split, right? Same way here also, as long as we respect the other person's thoughts and that person respects our thoughts, then it goes smoothly, the relationship. In childhood, what happens? There is nothing like that. Even if you discuss something okay, example, cine heroes. Normally, what happens in childhood? Oh, my hero is good, my hero is best, and it's too sure, and there is not good. I mean, normally we discuss that level only, that time. Okay, like marks wise, oh, you got less marks. I mean, even that happens, and even the friends fight also. What happens that limited to only couple of hours or something like that. Next day, when we meet at home or school or somewhere, I mean, that again, that patches. But now what happens now? If something goes wrong at this stage, I need to say, they cannot, it's not easy to catch up. Maybe one time, two times. I mean, the first, the difference will be there in our mind for any time, any, you know what I'm saying? At this age, I need to say, because we know more. I mean, more means we have more knowledge and what's happening outside.
But I agree with you. Uh, as far as the mental level is concerned, definitely we were children that time, so the mental level was not so high. So, but the feeling of sacrificing for our friend, that was very good that time. And now we have friendship, but little bit some, if your friend needs, suppose say 10,000 rupees, you know it very well that he is in urgent need, but still you want to help because you both are friends, but still you will think there, oh, this is for my daughter's fees or something like that. But that time, in childhood, even we never, calculated that how much I paid for you or how much he paid for me. So that kind of feeling of sacrifice, it is missing now actually. That I am saying.
I don't agree on that one because yes, again, Subodhi, sacrificing means not only money.
No, this is just an example.
Okay. Then let me tell you one thing, Subodhi. That time, I agree. It's not sacrifice, Subodhi. That time, we don't know anything. Only thing we feel that time, friendship is that's it. Nothing else. We don't. It's okay. Let us take. We don't think about other things backside because I mean, okay. Example: two friends went to swimming. One bike fell down, and immediately the second one jumps and they don't think about other things. I'm not saying it's not good to help friend. I'm not saying that because we don't have any burdens. Right? Burdens means if something goes wrong, nobody cares about it. case means like now what happens? We have one family, okay, who depends on us, and they have something. And again, Subodhi, I cannot say like we don't do that now because okay, you said that money example. So let me tell you, even though if I have in my heart, like to help my friend, sometimes I cannot. Okay, maybe that is a small thing for other people, but that is priority to me because first preference is, I mean, my family, right? Anybody, the wife, children, or whoever, like, because they are completely, I mean, dependent on you. If it is not there, if you are alone right now, let me tell you, Subhaji, if you are alone, there is no relationships, bondings between, I mean, dependence on you, then the life will be different completely.
Definitely.
Because you don't need to care about anything. Let us say, if I am earning like okay, 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, or 5 lakhs, or whatever per month, okay, I don't need to think about like, okay, I have to keep this one for my child college fee. I have to keep this one for something. I have to keep this for my daughter's marriage. We don't need to do. Then what happens? We have liberty and whatever thoughts we have, we can move forward. Because there is nothing to do from our side, right?
Right.
So that is the variation. It's not like, again, I respect childhood friendship and I enjoyed a lot. I even now when I meet my friends, I enjoy a lot. Okay, that again, we cannot compare. That's what I need to say. That is completely different phase. We don't know anything that time. Don't know means like I'm not saying about like the studies. We know. Even I visited like I think 2008 India. That time what happened? We went and we spent some time somewhere and all friends. So I mean, definitely. Even one example I tell you. One of my friend he had some issues. Okay, I gave a friend and I gave some money. That time, even that time is like I mean, when I visit to India, of course they return me that money, but just I'm telling you, it depends on our situation also, Subodhi.
Okay.
But we try to definitely even, but we feel in our heart, अभी my best friend को help नहीं कर रहा हूँ, वो definitely that will be there. Even though if you are not able to do.
That may be the situation you want to help, but you are not capable of helping your friend. That in that particular situation, that is different thing. But well, next question I must go. So what?
I mean, whatever my ideas I'm telling, I give very respect to friends, and that is different story. But I'm very, 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 very practical man, Subodhi.
Definitely, we have to be.
In India, what happens? I mean, normally, even I came from India. I mean, the difference I'm telling you. Even though if we are not able to do, we do like false promises. Normally, again, I came from
This
India.
is not good actually if we make false promises.
Yeah.
Instead of that, we should deny straight away. That is better.
But in India, what happens? So they do false promises.
Yeah, it's very common.
Most of the people.
Yes.
Common.
Yeah.
But here it's not like that. Because of like.
Actually, the real friendship is this. Actually, if you are unable to help your friend, you just tell him the real situation. That this is the real situation. I am unable to help you. So please don't mind, but I will try my best to help you. Instead of making false promises, oh, I'll help you tomorrow, next week, or it is not good actually. Means if you keep someone in a hanging situation by making false promises with him is not good for you or for your friend. Means this is the enemy of the friendship. So,
But how many people are doing that now?
very few, very few. Otherwise 80 to 90%. That's why I am saying that this is not the friendship. People try to pretend that they are friends, but actually they are not friends. That's why I am saying this. The real friendship is real friendship, like Krishna and Sudama, you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That is the real friendship.
Well, let us continue. Because yeah,
I do agree with all of your points. I do agree with all of your points and references you have given. I do agree. Of course, but of course, when you go to society, you find very few people are there. Means even you can count them on your fingertip. Who really understand the meaning of relationship, whether it is friendship or whether you are a father, you are a son, whoever you may be, the relationship with someone, it should be very pure, very clear. It should be from heart actually, and that can be maintained if you are very true from here. Whether it is friendship, whether it is means your relation with your wife, your daughter, son, or as me, definitely we play different roles in our society. Sometimes we are son, we are father, we are husband, like this. So, well, so what do you think if a person who doesn't get married, suppose a person who is not a family man, I mean to say that he is alone, but he is at very good level. He may be earning very good money. He is at very good level, means he is earning very good money, and he is a very reputed person in the society. So what do you think means the field is very broad for him to help people or to help society, because he is not, he doesn't have liabilities like means family liabilities or other things, but he has got money. So do you think that he has very broad field to help society or help the poor?
it's not like married or not married, or it's a completely depends on his personality. Okay, some people in I mean, not one movie. I heard so many stories one he was like a teacher. He used to help by writing letters to everyone if there is any situation and somebody comes forward and they help the people. So it's a depends on the personality. It's not like whether they have money or not. Okay, that is again yes, that is completely different. And if you ask me about like the marriage, again it depends on like their personality, what they feel. I'm not saying, because in our society we have some systems and some. So what happens? Anybody has to marry and have family, children. It's like a complete kind of the package. Okay, I mean 99%, maybe 1%, not even 1%. They don't get married. It's their maybe because like what they faced in their, childhood days, some impressions in their mind are like, and there are some reasons not to marry, because they psychological mind, or they feel like okay, what, I mean maybe they had like some kind of bit of experience. I mean, not for them, in their family, like larger, maybe example I will tell you, if some boy is there and their family, like father and mother used to fight every day, and it's like a nightmare for him every day. Maybe his thoughts are different. Why should I get into that situation? Maybe, I don't know. Just I'm giving example. It depends on how we grow, and based on that only our mindset will grow. Based on the circumstances, and again, for anything, good or bad are there. Both. For one coin we have both, right? Head and tail. Same way for any, how we take it and how we handle that one, that is in our hands. Okay, but again, as I said, it's not like करोड़ कपति उसको दिल नहीं तो he cannot do anything. Okay, it's completely in his mindset. Okay, and liabilities, he said liabilities, like, yes, to some extent, yes, some extent. Example, Subhati, Salman Khan is there, how much he is doing, I don't know. Because I never saw in papers or anywhere like that. Example, okay, Sonu Sood. I mean, I don't know, maybe that is like a political stand. I am not assessing right now. But at least he is doing something.
Definitely.
That we have to consider. There are like many people who has like thousands of crores, but they are not doing.
Yes.
It means, again, it completely depends on the personality. And one more thing is here, even that person has that in his mind, that the family member should support him out.
Yes.
Okay, suppose if Sonu's wife says like, why are you doing all this thing, I don't agree, then he cannot, because he has to stay with his family. Even though if he has like in his mind, you know what I'm saying, end of the day, so, but if they are doing means like they have very good agreement within the family, and they are doing it. It's again great thing.
Definitely. So
You tell me your opinion. What do you think?
you are absolutely right. Actually, Sonu Sood is not as rich as Amitabh Bachchan, But still, Amitabh Bachchan, I don't think that he has done anything for the people who suffered during lockdown and all. But Sonu Sood came forward and definitely he spent his money, he spent his time with them, means he did what he could have done. So it definitely depends on a particular person. That doesn't matter that person is a rich person or a very rich person. That is different thing. That one who has mentality or that kind of mentality to help the people or help the people in the society, such kind of people do that. So the Sonu Sood is the example there. So it definitely depends actually, uh, what actually, it is said in our holy books also. That doesn't matter whether how much you donate, but the important thing is there is that whether you have heart to donate, whether you donate even a single paisa, means your feelings behind it, your mentality behind it is far important and very important rather than donating 1 crore, because 1 crore may be a very small amount for that particular person. But if you donate 1000, this may be a very big amount for the person who is donating 1500 rupees. So it means that even you, if you go to Lord Krishna, that his friend Sudama, he had only that 1 grain of rice. Then he divided it into 2 pieces. One is for his wife and one for him. And his part actually he donated to his friend Krishna. That half of the. And when next time, after some time, when he went to see his friend Krishna, that Krishna gave him everything, just for that half of the grain, because he told that he actually offered me what he had that time. He offered me everything he had that time, so it is my duty to offer him what I had this time. So this is the feeling. Well, I have got a topic here for reading. Let's discuss that. So let's take this. Did you open it?
India kite makers keep sales fly during lockdown. Okay, so it is like a present tense, like fly during lockdown. Means people are using more in lockdown time.
Yes.
Because they don't have any work, right?
So
this is only the fun part at their home, like
yes.
So, patang ko udana.
Yes.
Okay, Ahmad has been selling kites, has been selling present perfect continuous kites for past 11 years. So, and he says he has never seen it so busy. Okay.
In last 11 years means he has been selling kites for the last 11 years, but he says he has never seen it so busy.
Yes. Sales at his shop in Delhi have sold over the past 6 months thanks to coronavirus. So, yeah. Sold means like high, very high.
Barna, soaring.
Yes. So, he's saying that thanks to coronavirus. Mr. Ahmad says that most days since India went into lockdown, on March 25th, he has restocked his shop with kites worth a total 1,50,000 rupees only for them to sell out by the evening. How? He has restocked his shop with kites worth only for them to sell out by the evening. Okay. So it means like
it means he restocked the kites for the rupees 1,50,000.
So I'm tired of taking phone calls these days. Suddenly everybody has needed kites. I'm still getting calls from all over the country. Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan. There is still so much demand that I'm not able to fulfill it. So the demand is very high, but he's not able to supply because of, and also he's getting so many calls from different states also.
Yes.
Like for to give the order. While Italians sang songs from their balconies and windows to boost morale when they were stuck at home due to COVID-19 restrictions, Indians flew kites from their terrace and rooftops. So different people, they do different ways. So our Indians are using these kites to show moral due to like COVID-19. So Hassan Khan, a seller in Mumbai, says the country was at risk of running out. Okay, it means like not sufficient. The period between April and August is usually the leanest for kite sales, because he says, but this year I have sold about 5 lakhs kites during that time. So normally that is like a full summer season and a rainy season, right? June, July, August, it's in. So because of that, the sales were like very, very low, but he sold like many, huge quantity of the kites in this period. He adds that neighboring Pakistan had also caught the kite flying bug during its lockdown. It means like they are also using the same kite flying during this time. Pakistan.
Even I realized here in my colony also that during lockdown the people, everybody, because some of my neighbor actually, Mr. Srivastava is there. His son was in US actually, and he came here in February just for 1 month. And but because of lockdown, he has been still here. So what he is doing, he is flying kite every day in the evening. So the people, I also realized that the people these days, they are very much busy in flying kites. So definitely they are just passing their time.
Yeah, yes, that's what I need to say exactly, because there is no other activity, right? They are trying to get some fun with the activities, whatever they can do at home.
Yes.
If everybody goes out, nobody flies the kites now, right? So because they have some other options.
Okay.
So during that, I'm even getting calls from Karakau Kazakhstan, right? So kite flying has been a popular pastime in India for centuries. Okay, has been a popular pastime. With historians saying that it was introduced to the country by Chinese travelers. Oh, okay, that I didn't know. Okay.
I didn't know even that.
Okay. Okay. So basically, yeah. Yeah, that was introduced by Chinese. That is one point they are saying, and it has been a popular first time in India century. So it's been like a kind of custom they are using that flights. I mean kites. Even some festivals also they use that.
Yeah, on festival it is very common practice. I know.
Yeah. It is, however, usually a seasonal activity in India.
Yes.
In most part of the country, sales peak around the festival of
Makar Sankranti. Yes.
Yes, celebrated on 14 January to mark the beginning of spring and harvest season.
Yes.
So, Makar Sankranti. Okay. So the next one, we put the picture left. He is the Muhammad.
From Pakistan, okay. Yes.
Okay, from India to Pakistan. Okay. The tradition of kite flying has long been associated with this festival, with the western state of Gujarat organizing an international kite festival on the same day. Oh. Same day means like
Makar Sankranti.
Yes. Is referring. Okay. Preparations for this began months earlier with kite makers from other parts of the country going to Gujarat and the city of Mumbai. Wow. Just to the south who lend their expertise in making India's traditional brightly colored paper kites. Okay. So that time they travel from different places to Gujarat as well as Mumbai to make the kites and sell the kites. Okay. Some other festivals like Basant, Panchami,
yes.
And Pahela Vaishakha.
Pehla Baisakh. Basant Panchami, it is celebrated in February, you know. Basant Panchami.
No, I don't know.
Actually, this is the birthday of goddess Saraswati.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that day it is also like people fly kites on that day also.
Oh. Yeah. And I don't know about Pahela Baisakh.
Baisakh means that is, you know, it is in Punjab.
Oh, okay.
That festival is celebrated in Punjab.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep up the demand in northern India until April, after which sales starts to fall. Up to April, the demand is there, but after that it will go down.
Yes.
But now this year it went up. Then they recover just before August 15th when India celebrates its Independence Day. Okay. But this year the coronavirus lockdown has kept the kite industry very busy during its usual lean months. Even after the lockdown began eased in stages from June to end of August, children, mostly boys, kept the demand high as the schools remained shut. Because even though all are slowly opening things, but because of like schools remain shut down, kids are they're more likely to play with these kites.
Even you see that picture, skies above Indian cities can be filled with hundreds of kites.
Yeah. You could not go out, you could not take your children to the park, so people resorted to kite flying to pass their time, says Sakida Ratnam, who manages a kite business with her son in Mumbai. Okay. Yeah.
It is really a very big business in India, you know.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. Yes, very big business.
Although in one or two India cities and towns, kite flying ended up being banned during the lockdown because authorities were concerned, concerned that neighbors are going out on their terrace to transmit the virus to each other. Overall, it was allowed the sales boom. Okay. Basically, yeah, some states they banned also this, like, like,
But it still means the sale was soaring.
yes. The Indian kite making sector was said to be worth 85 million in 2018, while its exports around the world. Wow! Sales are dominated by the vast home market. But while it is boys and young men who do most of the flying, the industry is heavily dependent on women workers, tens of thousands of them, often accompanied by their children and other family members, work from their homes around the country cutting, crafting, and designing kites. I think this is the only one, even still today, they have to do manually, right?
Yes.
Is there any
No, sometimes no. These days, actually, it is prepared with some machines also.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Earlier it was made manually, so it took time actually. But now these days, that means the machines are there, so the work has been become easier actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tiba is one such manufacturer. She can make up 50 kites per day with her sister at their home in the city of
Bareli
Bareilly,
in UP. Bareli is very famous for kite making.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
250 kilometers each of Delhi. The big rise in demand during the lockdown has boosted their income as both the sales and prices of kites rose. Okay. The cost of simple paper and the wood kite doubled from 10 rupees to
20
20
rupees.
rupees. Oh.
So if a lady can make 50 kites, then she can earn 1000 rupees per day. Very common. So even the big dealer of kites, they are very rich people,
Mm-hmm.
because they supply in all over India.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay, one last paragraph, complete this. So,
Yeah. Muhammad Ashraf, a kite seller in Bareilly, says that despite not being able to open its store in the early, most strict stages of the lockdown, he sold more than 2 lakhs rupees worth of kites before August. Wow. This
means
year,
he was not able to open his shop, but still,
yes.
still he sold
Yes.
2 lakh rupees of birth.
This year changed everything, he says. It has been extra income bonus. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Mr. Khan says that sales has been led by India's smaller cities and towns, as that is where more people have individual terraces as rooftops. This is in contrast to the big cities like Mumbai, where most people live in flats and have to share such outdoor areas. Okay. These communal spaces were officially out of bounds during the lockdown. Okay. Obviously, like all countries, India may now be strict at risk of returning to lockdown. This is especially true after the nation reported almost 2 million new cases in August, the biggest monthly number globally since the pandemic started. Okay. In August, most okay. While the health and safety of the population is obviously the main concern, Kite flying is likely to remain a popular distraction for a great many people if they are forced to stay at home again. Okay.
So it is not going to be, the sale is not going to go down, yes. It is still soaring, yes.
For now,
Yes.
because of like still the pandemic season.
Yes, yes.